The entire experience of Holy Week begins with Palm Sunday, where we commemorate the Lord's entry into Jerusalem.
Hosanna in the highest. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
And at each of our Masses at St. Joan, we will begin in the gathering space, where we will bless palms and we'll read the Gospel of the Lord's entry into Jerusalem. And then symbolically, we'll process into the church, proclaiming Christ as King. And just like the disciples did, proclaiming Him as Christ the King and preparing our hearts to enter into Jerusalem with Him. After the rest of the week will take us through to the Chrism Mass at Blessed Sacrament Cathedral at 11 o'clock in the morning. Very powerful liturgy where the priests of the Archdiocese of Detroit gather with Archbishop Vigneron, and we do a couple of things. One, we will bless the oils. The Archbishop will bless and consecrate the oils that are used in parishes throughout the entire year. So we'll bless the oil of catechumens, oil of the sick, and sacred chrism. And then after that ritual, we will renew our priestly commitment and our promises of respect and prayer and obedience. So it's a great opportunity to be with all our brother priests to renew our commitment as priests. So it's a feast day of the church. It's also a feast day of the priesthood. Our Mass of the Lord's Supper will begin at 7 o'clock, and that liturgy is real powerful. We'll actually begin with the receiving of the oils that were blessed earlier in the day. And we'll have representatives from the RCIA actually bring up the oils, and they'll be formally received, and then they'll be encased in the oil cabinet that we have here in church up in the sanctuary. And then we'll move immediately into the Mass of the Lord's Supper, where we commemorate that sacred meal that Jesus had with His disciples. And we will also be washing the feet. Again, it's an act of service. It's a commemoration of the Lord's Last Supper. And the washing of the feet is very powerful too, because we'll use mostly our RCIA candidates. And just, again, Jesus reminding us that we're called to be of service to one another. He came not to be served, but to serve. And that gesture is a reminder to us that we have to embrace that ourselves. So immediately following the liturgy, one of the rubrics of the church is that we actually strip the entire altar bare and the entire sanctuary bare. So we will get rid of all the candles, the candlesticks. We'll get rid of the altar cloth. We'll actually remove the Blessed Sacrament too. And the Blessed Sacrament, actually, we walk in procession with the Lord to the altar of repose, which at St. Joan of Arc takes place in the multi-purpose room, where there'll be an opportunity for adoration until midnight. Again, a time of preparation for us to be with the Lord. And the entire journey of Holy Week is all about journeying with the Lord. And I think sometimes people forget that. So on Good Friday, we begin here at St. Joan with Stations of the Cross at 12 noon. Again, to walk with the Lord as Catholics will throughout the entire world. It's amazing to think of, throughout that entire day, people will be journeying with the Lord with the Stations of the Cross. And then we'll actually celebrate the Liturgy of the Lord's Passion at 1 o'clock. And there we commemorate His death. And it's a beautiful, powerful liturgy where we proclaim the Passion narrative, and then in a beautiful gesture to come up to a cross in the church and to kiss that cross. And, by His saving wounds, by His saving cross, He has redeemed the world. Again, journeying with the Lord. It's all about us journeying with Him as He undertook all of these things for us. Yeah, we all get tied up in all of our business. We get tied up in all of our activity. But somehow Holy Week needs to just cause us to stop and pause. So make it a time of prayer. Just don't let it be just a normal week. It's Holy Week. Make it holy. Make it significant in your life. Allow it to be an opportunity for you to journey with the Lord.